Morning, everybody. What's happening? So, got a friend of mine that came to me and said they had an issue. I said, all right, well, so what you got? They said, I got something going on and I want you to check it out. I know you're a do-it-yourselfer. You like projects. I was like, cool. So you know what that means. Got to show everybody what's going on. So, I'm going to show you what we got going on and show you what needs to happen. Hold up. So, this is what we got going on. So, here we got this door right here, right? The owner of this JK had the doors off, and that plug that's hanging loose right there, they had an issue. And they said, can you look at it for me? Let's show you what I got. So I took the plug and I looked at it, and here's the problem. See how all mashed up and crunched up that is? Now, it was worse, you know what I mean? It was all mashed up pretty bad, so I got some pliers out, straightened it out, and got them back straight. Now, if you look at the pins, looks like there's no issue, right? Well, every now and then, the door doesn't want to unlock, the windows don't want to work, and they were working fine before this plug got all mashed up. So we could probably assume or come to the conclusion that, guess what? It's this plug. Even though they look straight, it ain't right. So, this is what we did. So, never mind all my junk back here. So the owner went on a site that sold factory parts. Actually, I think it was a dealer out of Florida. Lakeland, Lake City, I think it was Lakeland, one of these. But anyway, the owner went on a site where they sold actual parts, and they had the parts in stock, and they sent it to them, and they got it within a week. And pretty much what they got is this. They got the cable for the window, and bam, plug is straight. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Brand spanking new, it better be. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna take the door panel off, take that harness out, put this harness in, get everything back together. Everything should be working perfect. Windows, locks, everything. Should be. Keyword. Doesn't seem like a real big project. It's not that serious, but it might be somebody ain't never done it before. You know what? I ain't never done it before, so guess what? It'll be a first for me. So that's what we're gonna do. So I got my Ryobi drill. I got my drill bits because it does have a Torx bit in the door pedal, and I got my pry kit. Ta-da! So yeah, let's go get this thing off and get it in because it looks like it's about to rain out here. So let's go do this. There's a Torx bit right there, and I'm assuming the rest you gotta pry off. So let's get started. Don't need to be peeled out. Alright, so then we go here and we take the trim piece right there, get something behind there. I mean, y'all could seriously use like a butter knife or something, but I'm trying to do it the right way, you know. Got out. Got that off. When you pull it up, because you got the handle right there, slide it off. Boom! We in there. Learn by working on it. that's it. So, and all I'm gonna do is, to make this simple, I'm gonna just take this stuff out one at a time and put it right back where it came from. Don't have to worry about it. I'm going to take these out to get to that. So might as well get to getting. Get my toolbox. $5 says a 10mm. Boom! And guess what? I got one. You know, when y'all doing this, make sure y'all keep track of where you're putting your bolts and nuts at, because these things are really easy to get lost. And once you put all this stuff back together, you get to the point where you go, you know what that means? That means that you done messed up. But we're gonna keep all of these together. I used to have a bad habit about getting in a rush, setting something up, so don't need to get in a rush. Alright, so I had this thing open to show y'all all the bolts and everything, but to actually get this off, so I had this open so everybody can see. Right now I'm gonna close it back, and I'm gonna hook this back up. That way it doesn't swing open, because I'm gonna have to knock these notches out so I can the window, and then I'm gonna plug it back in so I can get the window down to where I can see the clips behind it, because I'm gonna push the clips in, then pull the window back up, throw some tape across it, and take this out, because the latch here is connected to, all this is one piece, so it's all connected together. So let me go ahead and do that. Now, even though they can get the window up and down and the locks work, but they work when they want to because of that mashed up plug. So I put that back on, and so I put that back on. Now, the main reason that I put it back on is because when I knock these notches out, so the door doesn't go flying back when I hit it. Now, what I'm gonna be knocking this out with, this. Now, you can use a screwdriver or anything with kind of sort of a sharp edge, but this right here, on my first combat tour in Iraq, I picked this thing up. I don't know, we were up in Baghdad somewhere. I don't know. It was laying out there where I got it from Iraq, put it that way. So I've had this thing since '03, and old bayonet. So I'm gonna take this. It ain't real sharp because I've had it a long time, never had it sharpened, but this is what we're gonna use. We'll get a little close up and we're gonna show y'all. So basically what we're looking at is these two notches right here, that one and that one. So take this. Like I said, the whole reason I put that back on there is so it doesn't fly open when I do this. Don't want to go too far behind it. Look at that. Too easy. You know, I don't know why they come with these things in there. Seems like they would have these things just not in there from the factory, but guess they figure you're never gonna take them out. So, too easy. So you see right in there where there's that black clip, I'm gonna just press on that, and then I'm gonna come to the other side and do the same thing on that one in there, and press on that, and I'm gonna pull the window up, and I'm gonna throw some tape on it up there. And when I throw that tape on, it's gonna hold the window up so it doesn't come sliding back down. And when I put that on there, that's gonna hold it up. And then I'm gonna take these two screws out because all of this is connected to one piece, and then it's all gonna come right on out. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna take the old Ryobi light. Put that there. Actually, I don't even need the light. Then get the other side. You really shouldn't have to put a lot of pressure on these because you don't want to break it.
He's got an expensive phone here, Max. I wouldn't throw cards over here.
Oh, I ain't. Well, actually, I got the gimbal.
Don't say it's not expensive.
Oh, well, yeah, the phone's expensive and that gimbal is expensive.
This whole thing's expensive, Max.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, the tape would come undone.
This is an expensive car, Max.
You know it's not expensive? You.
No, it's not. No more.
Holy crap. The mail running on a Sunday? Alright. What I call overtime.
Must have ordered something. Did you get your
That man worked like that.
side or in the trunk?
On the other side.
So you ran outside for escape, huh?
Yeah. I don't think it worked very well.
It doesn't look like it. Alright, so that don't come back down.
I did bring my headphones.
You also brought a can of Java Monster? Oh, it's empty.
Yeah.
I thought that was a full can for a second. I was like,
Wait a minute.
oh, amazing luck. I get that. YouTuber's life. I mean, I would buy a still my hair probably work.
Not like that.
See if I was your mom. I feel
So, gonna take this. Take this. This. You remind me of Gambit. Oh, that's right. I'm the only cartoon nerd around here. He's a X-Men. Gambit charges the cards and. Oh, I'm the only. My bad.
I don't.
My bad. I'm the
I
only.
don't watch movies. I'm sorry.
No, he's never been on a movie. I'm a cartoon comic book nerd. My bad.
Well, then maybe I should know because I do like a lot of cartoons and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Books.
If
Cartoons.
you ever get a chance, look up Gambit.
Alright.
He's an X-Men. It's kind of weird and random. Alright, so it's got like 1, 2. There's one here, but I took it out. 2, 3 zip tie clips, and it's hooked up underneath these right here. Connected the door lock here, window motor there, and this is the part that goes in the Jeep. And a good way to keep all of this going back in the same location so you have the right length and everything is just to do one thing at a time. Get that out. Oh, guess what? It came with one already on it. Guess I could have looked at that first, huh? Put that back in there. That's where the old one I pried out. Put that under, that over, lock it down in the little catch. Then I'm gonna, this one little, comes with a little red clip. Probably do it with your fingernails, but pull that out, put the new one in, red clip back in. Take that out. There we go. that under. Another one of the clips. Let me show y'all something. These two are black. This one is gray. So if you're doing this and you end up here somewhere and you find yourself with a gray one, it's probably wrong, assuming that you bought the part and everything's like this one in the right spot. So if you bought it and you're putting these clips in the wrong, the gray is up there and the black is down there, you're probably doing it wrong. Check yourself. Put that back in there. Here we go. Look at that. Did all of that just for that. Now, we'll go back over here, put everything back where it's supposed to be, let that window fall back down, and just to show y'all, the clips that we pushed on the window where we pushed in and release it, the window sits in these two slots right here. And those clips clip it behind that square right there. And what we essentially did was, with the window down far enough, we put a screwdriver in there or something thin and pushed on the clips right behind that hole, the black clip, that releases it, slid the window up, and once you slide the window up, then you can put some tape on it to hold the window up so that it fall back down and hit your finger or break the window or something like that. That's what you don't need. And like I said, you take these three out and it comes right out. It's all one unit. So we're gonna go to put this back in. We got a new plug, and we're gonna get this person ready to go. All right, so back at the Jeep, starting to sweat a little bit. It's getting kind of warm out here. Temperature's coming up, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing back together so I can get away from here. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and put this stuff back together in the opposite order that we took it out and call it a day. So the first thing we want to do is slide it back in like we got it out. And the cool thing is that everything should line back up. I mean, it might take a little twisting and turning because the hole is designed to fit perfect. So the thing is just to put everything back in smooth so you don't break anything. That's the whole goal. Ain't breaking nothing. All right. Looks like it's in, but it's not. Oh man, that looks like it's big. All right, so right now I'm putting these back in. Move the door around, move the inner panel around, and give me some room to work with here. All right, not gonna tighten them up. 10 millimeters. Get them started. Once I get everything back where it's supposed to be, and the whole panel and everything lined up, then we'll tighten stuff up. Behind the handle, Torx. Now I'm gonna put the door panel back on. Now, one of the clips here came off in the door. No problem. You got yourself thing, because we don't want to mess anything up. We'll reuse this stuff. Take it out. Right out the one that it came out of. It's there. Take this. Actually, you know what? Make this easier and go ahead and Oh, almost forgot something before we put that panel back on. Gotta let the window back down. Do this. Now I'm gonna hold it because I still don't want it to fall down. It's glass. This would be a whole lot easier if you had 2 people, but I don't, so. Now, I'll lower it back down. And if you hear it, boom, clip right back in. Look at that. Take it in. Slowly, make it a little bit easier. Slide that handle back out. Tell it where it should be. Sometimes you might have to look up under there to make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. Clip, clip. Clip, 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 clip. Clip, clip, clip. Trim piece. Shut back in. Trim piece. And there you have it. Back to brand new. New wire. Ends are working good, so they should have no problem with everything working like it's supposed to now. It wasn't that complicated. It's not that hard. The only thing is just time consuming trying to get to all the parts and get to all the pieces and panels and everything, the different screws and everything. But it wasn't that complicated. The only advice I would offer is when you take the screws and stuff out, make sure you put them in a location where you can go right back to them. Keep them organized. Make sure do the wire 1 piece at a time like I showed you. That's really all to it. So I know there's a lot of you out there that's probably done this a dozen times before. This is the first time I've done one, and there's probably a dozen of you that have never done it before. So I hope this video helps somebody out and gives you the motivation and the courage to tackle it yourself, and hope that you don't break nothing. So, I'm changing lives, y'all. Peace out.